Here is Glasgow, the largest city in Scotland. Once it reigned over the world with steel and steam. Today it redefines itself through music, art, and creativity. It was a legend of the British Empire's industrial age, and now it stands as a leading stage for contemporary culture. So, what kind of stories and soul lie within this city that has transformed from the heart of an empire into a capital of creativity? Let's follow the River Clyde and its ancient streets to hear echoes that span the centuries. Glasgow lies in western Scotland, along the lower Clyde River, facing the Firth of Clyde and the Atlantic Ocean, with the majestic highlands rising to the north. About 632,000 people, 2023, call a home, making it Scotland's largest city and most important port, as well as the fourth largest city and fifth largest metropolitan area in the UK. The climate here is oceanic, cool summers, mild rainy winters, and ever-changing skies that give the city its distinctive character. The name Glasgow comes from the ancient Celtic words Glascaw, meaning dear green place, a tribute to the Clyde Valley's natural landscape. The city first grew around a church founded by Saint Mungo in the 6th century, and later became a religious and academic center with the establishment of the University of Glasgow. In the 18th century, James Watt's improvements to the steam engine laid the foundation for the Industrial Revolution. In the 19th century, shipbuilding and steel turned Glasgow into the second city of the empire. Since the 20th century, as its industrial glory gradually faded, Glasgow has been reborn through culture, education, and creativity, developing into a key economic hub of Scotland. Thriving ports, conventions, and services have given the city fresh energy and diversity. Glasgow is also Scotland's academic powerhouse, home to the University of Glasgow, the University of Strathclyde, Glasgow Caledonian University, and the world-renowned Glasgow School of Art. Founded in 1451, the University of Glasgow is one of Scotland's 4 ancient universities, with strengths in medicine, engineering, law, and the humanities. It has produced intellectual and scientific giants such as Adam Smith, the father of economics, James Watt, the pioneer of the steam engine, and Lord Kelvin, the trailblazer in physics. The university's blend of historic architecture and cutting-edge research facilities makes the city both scholarly and innovative. Sports are another passion here. Glasgow is home to Celtic and Rangers, Scotland's 2 football giants. For locals, football is not just a game, but part of the city's lifeblood. Glasgow, a city where history and modern vitality intertwine, tells its stories through its streets, universities, and riverside. Branded with the slogan, "People make Glasgow," it is the warmth and sincerity of its people that have earned the city the title of the world's friendliest city many times over. Now, let us explore its landmarks and attractions, and see how its landscapes speak with warmth and character. George Square is the heart of Glasgow, surrounded by grand Victorian buildings, including the magnificent city chambers. The square is adorned with statues of Scottish figures such as Sir Walter Scott, Robert Burns, and James Watt. More than a political and historical symbol, it is also the stage for celebrations, rallies, and festivals, a natural starting point for discovering the city. Buchanan Street is Glasgow's bustling shopping avenue, lined with brand-name stores and traditional department shops, many housed in elegant Victorian and Georgian buildings. The mix of classical architecture with modern commerce creates a unique charm. Street musicians and performers bring the street alive, making it the perfect place to feel the city's urban heartbeat. The Gallery of Modern Art, GOMA, set in a grand neoclassical building on Royal Exchange Square, is one of Scotland's premier contemporary art galleries. Inside, visitors encounter a diverse range of international and local works, paintings, sculptures, and installations that reflect Glasgow's openness and diversity. Outside, the Duke of Wellington statue crowned with a traffic cone has become a beloved symbol of the city's humor and free spirit. Glasgow Cathedral, also known as St. Mungo's Cathedral, is one of the most complete medieval Gothic churches in Scotland. Tradition holds it as the site where Saint Mungo preached and was buried, making it both the birthplace of the city and a symbol of faith. Its soaring arches and vivid stained glass create an atmosphere of solemn beauty, carrying visitors back through centuries of history. On the hillside behind the cathedral lies the Glasgow Necropolis, a Victorian cemetery filled with ornate tombs and monuments, often called the City of the Dead. Walking among them feels like reading a stone-carved history of a bygone age. Glasgow Green, the city's oldest park, dates back to the 15th century. Located along the River Clyde, its sweeping lawns and leafy trees make it a beloved retreat for relaxation. The park is also home to historic landmarks such as the People's Palace and the Nelson Monument, silent witnesses to the city's journey from medieval times to the modern era. Kelvingrove Art Gallery and Museum, set within Kelvingrove Park in the city's West End, is one of Scotland's most popular museums. Its grand red sandstone building blends Spanish Renaissance style with Scottish flair. Inside, the collections span art, history, and nature, from European masterworks to ancient relics and natural specimens, reflecting the depth and diversity of Glasgow's culture. Kelvingrove Park itself, stretching along the River Kelvin, is a tranquil green space dotted with statues and fountains. Together with the museum, it offers a graceful balance of culture and nature in the heart of the city. The University of Glasgow, perched on the edge of Kelvingrove Park, is perhaps the city's most iconic landmark. Its Gothic spires and soaring tower have earned it the nickname, the real-life Hogwarts. Walking through its courtyards, colonnades, and cloisters, one feels the weight of history and the quiet power of scholarship. Within the campus, the Hunterian Museum and Art Gallery showcase treasures of science, culture, and art, further enhancing the university's timeless allure. Glasgow flows seamlessly between past and present, with every street echoing stories of its industrial glory. Ancient cathedrals, bustling pedestrian avenues, and tranquil parks compose a symphony that is uniquely its own. And as you walk through it, you'll realize the true charm of Glasgow lies not only in its landmarks, but also in the enduring spirit that resonates across the centuries.